My name is Randi Noel. I'm going to graduate December of 2024, and I study plant sciences. So I work in the plant imaging lab here at MURR, the MU Research Reactor. I work under Dr. Richard Ferrieri. Most of my research has something to do with plants, but it's multiple different things. I started out working on a bacteria that actually fixed itself and helped with plant roots, mostly grasses. Over the summer, I worked with dicots, sunflowers, how liquid smoke affected them. And right now, I'm learning how to use this and working with jasmonic acid.
Setup, so why don't you go through the motions and do it?
Okay.
Go ahead.
So I actually got into research my freshman year. I knew I wanted to get into research, I just wasn't sure in the plant sciences I wanted to get into. So I joined Fripp's Freshman in Plant Sciences to get into research. I was able to pick out like 4 mentors. I interviewed with all of them, and then after choosing like in order which ones were my favorite, they sorted me here. I really liked here because I have a passion for learning new things, and I knew nothing about nuclear isotopes or carbon-11, and the way he's explaining what they do here is a lot different than other places really fascinated me.
Portion of it.
My favorite thing about working at MURR is getting to meet all sorts of cool people. My mentor showed me about almost everything in his lab. I'm still learning about new things, even about a year later. It'll be a year in November. I'm still learning about new things in the lab. Also, learning about new things outside of my major. We have a physicist that stays here. I ask him all sorts of weird questions. I once asked him, what happens if you hold fire upside down? He always tells me about how much light is in physics. I thought that was crazy, how much they learn about light. There was a tornado drill that we had. We went downstairs and I saw all these boxes full of this black rock. I'm like, what is that? They're like, oh, it's obsidian. We have a guy here that is like, looks at the obsidian, uses certain techniques to figure out which volcano it came from and tries to predict how it got to a certain place. I mean, there's all sorts of people from MU that work here collaboratively in research, and I think that's amazing.